nuke will be the final battleground if we get there, but pissed around off to an explosive start. Smoke over, flash over, and VSM missing all the bullets. Oh, there we go. Lukowski and Woody coming up with a couple of kills, and that will shut it down. Third kill for Lukowski. That's absolutely beautiful. And it will be Fluxo to take the pistol round, no problem. A little bit of a shaky start. VSM missing some of those early shots there, but they made up for it.
Hey, already something to note, though. EG, despite being the team that had the choice of side, they went with T side here.
Okay.
And I actually kind of like that they're switching up the formula. They have not looked a dangerous game to play against a Fluxo team that really does like playing the CT side.
Yeah, and can backfire, but I think I agree more teams probably should be doing this every once in a while because it can be super hard being on the CT side and just getting beat up, you know, for 15 rounds in a row because you're just waiting for the T side to show up. So sometimes it'll be nice to be able to do it the other way. Still on Phelps to start with, but good little cleanup coming back here for Flux. So Lukowski going to be taking a couple of kills. And Woody with a scout down in the middle. When Woody was on MIBR, I really felt like he was going to be, you know, at least a player to watch for in terms of AWPing in the Brazilian scene. And I'm not really willing to retract that yet. I've seen Woody in certain moments look so cool. I'm still on board that train, even though he's obviously taking a step back in some sense.
You're on Woody Island.
I am.
You're the lone survivor on Woody as a with him as a primary opper.
He plays the kind of, oh, wait a minute. There we go. Some aggression coming out. He's actually found the bomb on Cirque. That's a little bit of a problem for the EG side if they wanted to be really impactful in this round. They've already been slowed down a lot. But yeah, Woody just plays the kind of AWPing that I just have such a weak spot for. So I'm not even going to lie. I'm super biased in that sense.
Yeah, you do love it when people use the AWP the way the AWP is not meant to be used.
Yeah.
If anyone breaks what the gun is supposed to be doing.
A-core. There are some of these people out there that just
A-core.
do wild stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, now this round actually gets a little bit interesting because we've got Automatic here in CT spawn. He's telling everybody to hold your horses because he has an opportunity to find some kills, and he spots VSM by the car. This is going to be a 3 versus 2 advantage for EG in just a moment's time, and it'll pave the way for them to come up long. Executed, and now the game is on, but the bomb is still not in their possession. They still have the numbers, but this is a big oversight.
Yeah, it's really awkward. There's another smoke going down, and that's a problem. Not just I mean, they still have 40 seconds, but they have to pick up the bomb and potentially run back. They have to worry about the trek back up to the A-bomb site. Oh, they're in some really weird territory here. Woody on the other side, good flash over. He tries to hug the wall, but he's going to be found. Breeze able to take him down, and now 17 seconds. We know from yesterday, running to the B-bomb site is a little bit scary. You're going to have to move for it. So instead, they're going to go for A. Lukowski, they can still kill him outright. I don't think they'll have time for the bomb plant. They need to just find him here. 4 seconds, there's the kill, but they still could make it. 2 seconds left, and they get it. Hex to take him down. Nice triple for him. And EG, they pick up that round.
I don't think they even had time. I don't think
they did either.
They didn't have time. If he weren't even there, if he somehow were hiding in lower tunnels, he would have won. But not the case. And EG are able to steal one early in this game. This was not supposed to be their round whatsoever. But Fluxo, they just lost.
The first player that went out long, even that, there's 100 ways that can backfire where he just gets peeked and killed instead in CT spawn. And you think, okay, that's, well, you know, you could have had a kill, but you let it go and now the round is over. But that played out as about as perfectly as you could possibly hope for. So that's real interesting. 4th round. And like you said, fighting against the economy now, really tough position to be in here. Shot to the leg of Nealon.
He's just going to feign the mid to B, not actually where EG looked to be going. And there's only 2 players from Fluxo towards A. If EG do decide to send it up cat, it's going to be Woody on the defense. He has just a scout. That's not the weapon for this job right now. Does have a little bit of support with Lux all the way towards long, but the bulk of the defense from Fluxo, the strong side is B.
Really is. I'm actually surprised they're holding this position for so long on the CT side. Molotovs and smoke, even a smoke up for the boost, trying to make sure that no one can be there, but they don't care about it. They have this giant setup out here. Lukowski's going to be taking down Nealon, and Phelps out here on the scaffolding. They just were not ready for it. Cirque, he's going to get one, but immediately traded 20 seconds. And Phelps, he could have been called reloading. He could have been in trouble here, and he still might be. Hex going to take him down with another kill coming through onto Lux, and now 10 seconds. Woody's down there. Hex is very low on health. 10 seconds. He needs to run right now if he wants the bomb plant. He almost shot in the back. There we go. Woody able to find him. I think he got stuck on something trying to get into the window. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, just not the smoothest jump to get in, but I think Woody might have had the timing regardless. He swung out right when it was 5-6 seconds left, and that's when Hex had to be entering. So, nice gamble stack from Fluxo. Usually that's something you call later in the half. Usually round showing already just how they're ready to change things up. The drop of a hat. But they're still not out of the woods, as EG have quite a bit to work with here.
Yeah, they really do.
It's a real mixed buy. I mean, Nealon's on a deagle, but Cirque's got an op, so just a variety of weapons.
Where is Cirque's opping these days, for people who haven't been paying attention?
It's hit or miss, if you want to be honest about it.
We do.
Yeah.
We want to be honest.
If we want to be honest about it, it's been better. That's what I can say, but okay, that's some good cover fire right there. Looks like Lukowski actually peeked beneath the hinge smoke, and he was punished for it. So it's not like Cirque is completely unreliable. It's just that we're not seeing the same flashes of brilliance that got him to the top 20 on HLTV.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's living, you know, in the shadow of his former self on some level here. He's always gonna be compared to the way that he played earlier in his career. We'd love to see the story of him making the comeback to play at that level again. That would be really interesting if that could exist.
Oh, wow.
Lux, very, very fortunate to be alive still. Woody down here. So kind of playing with fire a little bit. Now, they know that he's there. I'm pretty sure they've already spotted him, so they're going to have to crouch their way past the missed opportunity right there. And his teammate up on the bomb side needs some backup. Phelps, though, handling business on his own. That's a really strong double kill. Cirque going to be going down. Woody hitting a shot, and Breeze will fall next. Probably no reason to peek this again if you're on the CT side. Just save the money and let Hex live.
Wow. Huge overperformance from Phelps there. And to not even have a chance to fight for stickers is well beneath what the org Fluxo expected when they made that purchase. Yeah,
I mean, they could have probably recouped all of the money if they would have made their way through. So it logically kind of makes sense to try it. But man,
doesn't even seem like a bad investment when you look at it on paper.
Nope. And he's playing well right now. He's 9-4. Strong start to the map. And right now, everything you said is coming true, Maui. You kind of pointed out, Fluxo love playing the CT side of this map. They feel super comfortable. And EG, try as they might, kind of running into a little bit of a brick wall here. Going to be 5-1 as a scoreline.
Yeah, it's a confident 5-1-2 for Fluxo. Doesn't feel like too many of these rounds have been in too much danger. And on the side of EG, they've gotten some space. They've had chances on the B splits, chances on the cat execs, but not converting. They would love a long spawn. They would love a long spawn.
And waiting, and that's a double opening in favor of EG, so they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, the initial long pick, it just sends off a chain reaction between the members of Fluxo. They have a very clear philosophy already on their CT side. When they lose a pick, they want something back. Lukowski, he wanted to find it at the top of mid, but once he spotted Cirque's op, he knew he had to back off. And then VSM, he shouldered the remainder of the burden. Tried pushing through those tunnels, but was met by automatic. But this round's not over yet. 3 versus 5, and yet EG are running into the stack of Fluxo.
Yeah. Obviously, great call right now for the CT side. If they go B, you just save the guns. You just, all right, that's fine, we got 3 rifles saved. But if they come A, could win it. 3-on-5, that's so totally doable for the defense. Lukowski starting off well, taking down automatic. Now the rest of them are on long, so they just have to look one way. Woody coming up with a kill as well. And Lux is there for the headshot. 30 seconds now. And it's a 2-on-2. Lux, he had the right idea, the crosshair in the right position, but he could not get the kill. Now the question is, could they pick up the bomb without getting past, or while getting past Woody at the same time here? They're both up there ready. Gun barrel showing, and Cirque, he's down immediately. But at least Breeze got the bomb. You gotta be careful. Molotov kind of thrown a little bit late. I don't think Breeze is going to care about that. Might limit his movement a tiny bit, but Orb versus AK. Gotta assume Breeze has a slight advantage right here. Has an H sheet that he does not want to be moving up with at all, and Woody decides USP might be the better choice for it. That's a really risky play. Breeze is right there, but he gets the instant headshot. That is wild. A triple for Woody, and he saves the team right there.
Woody playing the patience game in the 1 versus 2, holds the line to take down Cirque, and then just waiting, just pausing, just sending out a sliver of doubt in Breeze's mind. Is this really coming from CT? And you can tell when Breeze peeks.
What?
Ooh.
I don't know how he lived through that.
Oh, no.
Automatic comes in, and that's a beautiful double spray down, and the round is turned on its head. I feel like at a minimum, Nealon should be dead out here.
Wow, this is a round that EG are a little bit lucky for. They still haven't converted it yet. Surely they put this one together. No, it can't happen like this. I won't let it.
You can join the server instead.
I won't let this happen. If I have anything to say about it, this won't happen. All right, they spotted this player at long. 55 seconds remain. They will be likely heading to VSM, but this is a great spot. Oh, no.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and they're getting pinched, too.
They are getting pinched.
Oh,
Lux,
no.
he's so quick. He takes one down to the smoke.
Oh, no.
It doesn't seem fair, does it? 5 versus 3, and now a 2-on-4, and both of them won by Fluxo.
Consecutive disasters for evil geniuses. This is not pretty for them. Fluxo they can do no wrong. Doesn't matter what man deficit they find themselves in, they're the better team on DUST2. That's what they're saying in these first 8 rounds on map number 1. It doesn't matter how stacked the odds are against them. Doesn't matter how many picks EG find. There's just a way for Fluxo to bring it back, and it's with good play. It is actually with good play. This is not just EG.
It's automatic to come out on top. That's a start.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a few picks from EG to kick off rounds, and it has seemed inconsequential to the result of the round. Unfortunate for them. Now, Phelps said his name before, and looks like he's considering this with Lux. Going for the cat boost, usually used by an AWP, but this time around gives him a great vantage point to support Lukowski. But EG, they're sneaking up towards long, and this actually is the most open piece of real estate on the map.
Lux and Phelps have no real nades to slow. Oh, they're going to come back in time, so that's maybe at least a little bit helpful. Putting up that defensive smoke, looking for the cross. Wait a minute. It's automatic to get the kill for the smoke onto Lux. That's something. Nice headshot from Hext. And EG finding every single opening in this round. That's crazy. Phelps and VSM, you know they don't have that much firepower on the other side, but this still doesn't seem worth it anyway. No, Phelps with no kit. VSM doesn't have one either.
Yeah, the question for Phelps is how does he even get out? I mean, he slotted himself into quad. He has an opportunity to find some frags at the very least, assuming he's going to do that. Oh, there's a kit. No.
Oh,
no
yes.
way.
Yes,
this
Maui.
Is happening.
You're saying
no
but
way.
You know we want
this
it.
Can't happen. They can't
No,
happen like this. This can't really be happening. No way. Oh no, it really just happened like that. It doesn't matter how many picks EG finds. They find a way to lose in this one. Phelps of catastrophes, but
NA Counter-Strike memes write themselves.
Yeah, this is just epitomizing all of them.
Yeah, listen, that's good customer service. They put them all into one game. That's at least something, you know? You get like a bundle, like a package deal. We've got all of it right here.
Yep. Laughing through the tears.
Listen, but you did warn us that it's very likely DUST2 is not going to be a great battleground for EG.
Yeah. It's just that I didn't know it would happen like this.
Great stuff.
Wow, when I said there was some unfamiliarity with some of the players from EG, given the NRG roster had this as their permaban, I mean, this is not the level of discomfort I envisioned.
Wild. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
How do you summon the the strength to... Because normally if you get like one opening kill, you're like, oh, cool, this is a great round. Two opening kills, like, this almost a done deal. We've made it. But at this point, we were EG. I'd be like, no, 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 no. Doesn't matter how much ahead we are. We've got to be real careful. Phelps, good timing on that one. Trying to escape, but they're going to be able to stop him. That's a nice catch for Breeze. Super important that he doesn't let Phelps get away with that. Woody very, very flashed and just has to hide right next to his teammate. It's a very awkward position to be in, but comes back and swings into the kill, but at least get Breeze. And they don't check it. They don't realize Lux is here as well. And that's a bit of an oversight, but they'll still win the round. Hex
always consistently the best player. Many said he was one of the best riflers in that whole tier 2 circuit. So it's really, it is nice, despite the dire situation EG find themselves in. It's nice for a lot of NA fans to see this guy succeeding in more international competition. I wouldn't, yeah, this is, so it's been good for Hex believers.
Yeah, I don't think I knew who he was until he joined EG. I don't think I had much. He wasn't on my radar. But I agree. He seems to know his stuff, which is really great. I feel like that's what the NA scene kind of needs a lot of right now. It's just new talent coming in and being brought up.
And what's also really nice about Hex is that he's not even necessarily playing all the same roles he used to have. So he's still finding ways to have impact, which just kind of goes to show how complete of a player he is. But VSM, let's see if he can find anything here. One deagle shot, two, no. Not like this. Oh, Hex takes him down finally, but Lukowski has already arrived on the scene of the crime.
Yeah, fortunately all the witnesses are dead as well, so it's not even going to help out that much. 2 versus 4. Ooh, just the top of his head, showing Woody. Love a scout headshot right now. Breeze battling it out, and this is looking good. Woody oversteps his line over on the other side, and he's going to get down by Cirque, so right back into a 2-on-2. And still a win around here for EG. Go straight for the bomb plant. Lukowski showing up Molotov, but the bomb is already planted, so it's a little bit late. He tries to find the headshot, but they're going to get him in return. Nice shot from Cirque. Good round from him and Breeze. That doesn't actually mean that they don't have anything to fight for. I would even say if they get up to like 6 rounds here, it's still a super open game, right?
Yeah.
And they're not far from that, especially with the look of the money on Fluxo.
Yeah, I'd like to say so, but it's just been the CT sides for EG on DUST2 have been pretty hard to watch too. So I don't know if it gets much prettier on the defense for them.
Oh man. Well, Nealon here, he could use some eco kills. He's 1 and 11. He get one of them there, but he did get dinked in the meantime, so I don't know if his teammates can keep him alive. I think Breeze is kind of nearby. He's gonna go down. USPs are really finding the mark.
Yeah, they're getting a lot out of this.
Look how he up there. Gonna get found eventually. A bit of spray. They're gonna lose automatic as well. In the rounds in a reasonable fashion. But here we go. An attempt to put some pressure on. Oh, and he catches VSM. Beautiful. A little bit of a risk taken from Cirque. He gets some backup there, but still, again, another good opening for EG.
That's great understanding of what is being presented to Cirque in the default there. Now Breeze has a chance to clean up. It's great off angle. Good for 1. It doesn't look like he expects a second though. Good double push coming out from Fluxo to at least keep things under control. But with Lukowski on B alone, this is very difficult. He will be getting pinched in just a moment. Although Nealon is taking his time to get up that B slope.
He has to be a one-man army here. He needs to do it all on his own. Pretty quick with that one. Looked like they didn't even expect that. He will go down to Hex, so good return. 45 seconds still, and they're making the jump across Cirque. All right, gonna win the round with that kill for sure. Woody just no shot to get into this one. So 5-8 gonna be the scoreline here. EG, I think this is pretty respectable.
Yeah, I think EG have understood Fluxo's CT philosophy at this point too. If they find a pick, they know that there's going to be a reaction across the map. Fluxo constantly, anytime they lose a man, they are pushing with, I think, 100% consistency at this point.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single time that they don't try to react somewhere. So that's something to keep their eye on.
This is a classic Counter-Strike situation, though, I feel like, where now you have this 8-5 scoreline. Obviously, I don't think EG will be thinking about this right now, but I'm going to be thinking about it. What if they don't lose all of those rounds? You know?
Well,
just
the big what if.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that can really change so much. I mean, I'm sure, again...
Oh.
Nice timing to take down VSM. out of the round immediately. Couldn't even see what he was shooting at, but who cares?
Okay, slow, methodical default. Although, this is rather interesting. nykytilan's already at the bottom of mid when automatic is still clearing lower B. There was a smoke, so we're going to connect, but nykytilan just going out on his lonesome, that's probably ill-advised. Maybe thought he was going to beat a timing of the CT rotation, but either way, he's punished for it. Now 4-on-4, and this is an interesting boost. You do not see a B defense like that normally, but it's not going to play any part into the outcome of this round, as it has been Cirque on cleanup.
Hex probably going to get a free kill right there, especially with the gun swap out on top, so Phelps is absolutely out of it. Hex has got 18 kills, and yeah, that is actually just super impressive. Out-fragging everyone on the server at the moment. Lucasi hoping to hold on to the M4. Going to need it in the upcoming round.
Yeah, that is a necessary piece of equipment to try to extend the lead of Fluxo. As EG have made a nice run back into this game, they've kept their head on the target in terms of just making sure they just didn't get too rattled, despite the brutal nature of some of their losses earlier in this half.
Yeah, which, I mean, it might be a little bit too soon to say this, but sometimes when you see a squad that can kind of, yeah, keep the focus even through a turbulent style like this, that could be a really good sign.
For a triple op to start the round, actually.
They have so much money.
Yeah. Okay. Woody, though, taking up a new position. You wanted the combat opping, Anders, and you're not going to get it.
You know, cheated immediately. Teased a little bit. I felt like, yeah, that's what I wanted, but not so far. Maybe not the most combat heavy or combat op heavy map, DUST2. Maybe we get a little bit deeper into it. Something like Nuke.
Yeah.
You could see more of it.
Even Mirage.
Even Mirage.
It's all possible there. Now, Woody still holding this position towards middle. And this is a bit unusual. Usually you would see a hinge to smoke by now from automatic, but he's holding on to his smoke. In fact, everybody from EG is holding on to their smokes. And there is a late, long push. Lux on the defense, only gets the one. Now Phelps at car. This is a cheeky position. EG may not suspect this, and with 40 seconds remaining, they've got to make up their mind.
Molotov is very, very deep, so he could stay here. He could just stay put right now. nykytilan not ready to check it. Phelps is going to be able to take him down, and that's the bomb on the ground. So if EG want to recover this bomb, they need to move. They need to move much quicker than this. We're down to 22 seconds, and Cirque obviously doesn't want to be the one to initiate the recovery of that bomb with the AWP, but I feel like this is just slowly petering out now for the T side. Woody with the kill on automatic, and Cirque out here, he's going to be found.
Worse, especially with how those first eight went. But this is what's been giving EG a lot of trouble. This is why they chose the T side to kick things off, because the CT side hasn't been kind to them. They've struggled to find consistency. They've struggled to find picks for Cirque. So things have to change. There has to have been improvement since the last time for EG, or Fluxo may be in charge of this first map.
Smoking out that cross and waiting a little bit for a reaction in the middle, it feels like. Oh, automatic.
Oh.
Just waiting the whole time, but he gets caught sleeping just a bit, and Lukowski will take him down, opening up the second half. Breeze with one in return. And more are going to be coming, a lot more, in fact. He's in a little bit of trouble here. Needs to fall back, and he's just barely alive as he gets off the ledge. Woody to take down Cirque, and they're on that ramp, but they could get picked apart at least. Very, very dangerous position. Hex and Breeze both very low on health, and Phelps, they'll find just an elbow, and that's enough for a kill. And Breeze now, 1 versus 3, and he is a bullet away from death. And they know it as well. The bomb they get dropped, but they just didn't have the manpower to hold on to it. Nice triple for Woody. He is up to 17 kills.
Yes, it was getting a little bit scary just because the bomb was down, but with the huge man advantage Fluxo found already, was not too big of a concern for them. And this is actually the strat that Mahone showed in the pregame. So shouts out to Mahone for doing the research on that. We knew exactly what was coming, except
side. I mean, a couple of smokes now that they picked up, and they're going to be able to smoke the cross. Automatic. Yeah, he was reading it. He knows they're going to be up close to him, but Lux is almost dead right there. Automatic can't find another kill, so 3 versus 3. Are we going to get to see the jumping scout? There's an attempt. Do it again. You know you want to. Yeah, just keep that up. They're both up on the bomb side. Nice shot from nykytilan. Tough first half for him, but he's already got a couple of kills in this round, and they're going to found lukowzy. What a great retake and a great round from EG.
Yeah, that fight towards long that Breeze was able to win just exposed every angle in the post plant for Fluxo. They had nowhere to run or hide, so just had to fight, and it was an excellent pinch from EG. We saw that.
They could go a long way with this, there's no doubt. And like you said, their CT side on this map, if it hasn't looked good, that's, I guess, also means they for them to allow it through and not ban it also could suggest maybe they've done a bit of research. Maybe they've tried to fix some of these things. That would be a good time to pull it out and to try and actually make the CT side work a little bit more. Automatic goes down to the start of the round. It's a bit uncomfortable. Cirque getting put to pressure. That Molotov is way, way, way too late. But they do line up for a pretty decent spray, and he's going to get 2 of them. Keeps fighting all the way to the death, and now to take over that fight is Breeze, and he'll end it a bit. Like, he's probably just going to be down there somewhere. Like in this round.
Yeah. Yeah, this is his home.
Good flashes. Lux. Fortunate bullet to be catching that headshot there. Could have just as well got away with nothing. And VSM hoping for a weakness, but now he's real exposed, and the double peek. Good understanding on the EG side. They actually... Yeah, he thought that he was hunting them, but it was the other way around.
Yeah, that comm had to come out in a split second between nykytilan and Hex for the double swing to happen, and it did. So, good coordination from EG. Good signs. Already showing a better face than I've seen from him in the past on this map. But it's still early days. Fluxo, they're looking for something here. This is a risky setup from EG. They're actually leaving the entire B site exposed. At some point, they will have to check that angle off. But it's actually nykytilan who gets the timing on Phelps. 1 HP now. Not going to do it with that nade. But this becomes very tough for Fluxo.
Yes, it does. Risky nade from Cirque. That's a classic scenario where you just get caught off guard here. 35 seconds now. Bomb going to be attempted, but the Molotov will be right on top. So, it doesn't actually go that far. Woody kind of backs off into it. I thought that was going to go a little bit deeper, and that would have caused some problems for Woody. Still 3 versus 4 technically, but with the health that's left, I mean, that's so low. Phelps is on 1. Woody's on 1. lukowzy, though, still fighting. And he's going to be getting a kill, turning into a 3-on-3. A bullet catches 1. Phelps still lethal. Even half dead. lukowzy up here trying to hold his own, but Circus going to be able to find him. And now it's all on Phelps. Bomb is out in the open. Well planted for him, but he just can't do it. Automatic, good triple. You know, a lot of the other guys on the team, maybe it's a little bit more theoretic, especially for nykytilan and Hex, how high the ceiling is. But for Breeze, we know. We've seen Breeze in the past be an absolute force of nature. So there's no doubt he can get there. Question is if he could do it again. Look how he's waiting. This should be a free kill. Hex is thinking about it, and he walks right into that Galil. Tough start to the round here.
Yeah, very eager. With all the long presence being shown by Fluxo, Hex thought might be an available flank to pull off, but very thorough by Fluxo. They're not sending everybody. nykytilan, though, deals with the cap presence, and sending it right through the smoke is Phelps. That's an aggressive play. Goes 1 for 1, and now there's only a single player with the bomb. Lux has dropped the bomb at the top of ramp. No one from Fluxo is even close to it, but Breeze swings out wide. Woody picks him off, and now the EG players, they're getting pinched slowly by the presence of lukowzy.
If lukowzy dies, though, it's probably round over immediately. I don't think there's anything Woody could do out long, so it comes down to this battle. This is the round right here, and he misses the shot just barely. nykytilan now on his own, and 15 seconds. Are they going to check for it? Woody's walking up close, but he still goes down. And now the problem is that bomb is just so far away from him. Molotov on top. It's such a great grenade to be throwing, but it goes too far. They're going to get the bomb plant here just barely with 2 seconds left. That grenade could have absolutely changed the round. And now a little bit of a jump for information. I don't think nykytilan is quite sure, and lukowzy is. A nice triple for him. 23 kills overall, and Fluxo with a 2-round lead.
There were barely any spots Lukowski could have moved to after that bomb plant to not be spotted by the jump spot, but he found that one gap that he needed to. This was looking dire for Fluxo, and Cirque on Cat not hitting the shot against Lukowski. That's sometimes the power of the jiggle, but it's still it's a shot that Cirque knows he needed to hit. Yeah, that's the reaction. Finding some space towards tunnels, and Cirque, he wants a chance. He gets it.
Good timing. To be real careful now. He saw that. He definitely saw it. Doesn't quite get the shot, but looks like Lukowski's completely unfazed by the fact that there's an AWP back here. He's just saying, you know what, I'm ready to fight this one, and that's maybe a little bit too bold. He's going to be going down. Cirque finding his second victim. They did get automatic down in lower dark. 3 versus 4, and what's the protocol? The problem is they can't really get nykytilan out of there, so otherwise maybe they could fall back, play it safe, but he's hard to retrieve from this position. Great shot to take down VSM. That's nicely done.
And he's able to escape. This round felt, in some ways, too easy for EG. This felt very unfluxo. They've been making these rounds a lot more difficult for EG prior. Just more smokes, more flashes, but that angle that Cirque was posted on, that's afforded to him because of that tunnel's presence. If lower tunnels were compromised, then he cannot just fight off that angle. And I mean, fair play for EG.
Do you think if Lukowski is allowed to sort of stay there without having to fight automatic, that they flash him around the corner to fight Cirque? I'm assuming his plan wasn't just to walk up into the crosshair, right? But as soon as he has to fight lower dark, Cirque is like, all right, I'll take a step forward and shoot.
Yeah, as soon as that bullet was fired by Lukowski, he knows he can go for the swing. But I mean, it could have been a couple things. Sometimes if you just know the exact position of an op, sometimes you just think you can peek into it. It's very obviously risky, but you see
it's gonna get smoked off, and they'll be at least slowed down. I'm sure though, if they had found that pick, they would have been ready to go.
Yep. Got Cirque and Breeze holding on to this position. Seems like EG are making a strong read in this round that it's going to be an extremity play for Fluxo, as Fluxo hasn't really indicated with utility yet that there's been mid-presence. No top tunnels flash, no smoke, but now the jig's up. And EG will recognize that Cat is compromised. This feels like EG, they should have a very strong read as to what is happening right now and what is given up.
Luck's hoping to bait someone out on long to follow him. Kind of made footsteps like he was running away. Came back and double-checked it. Deep in there, and a dangerous fight for VSM on the other side. Almost dead behind that smoke battle. 35 seconds. The bomb is still in lower dark, and Woody's looking for an opening that he's not going to be able to get. Cirque will bring him down. And this is a problem. Look at the time that's left here. 25 seconds. Where is the movement from Fluxo? Are they just conceding the round?
They have to be. There's nowhere to go. Yeah, this is round done. One pick and it's over.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that is really odd. That's in round 25, you don't want to see that happen. This is one of those moments where in some ways I really do think Woody is a strong.
They have some money in the bank on that CT side. Not that much cash on Fluxo. So, I mean, the road back is right there. There's a map for how to get back into this game immediately if you're EG hexed. Oh, the timing is devastating. Trying to throw out some flashes just to keep himself alive here, but they're all on top of him. And with nykytilan going down as well, this is a rough round all of a sudden. VSM holding that window with the Galil. Waiting for automatic to show up.
Oh, Miss Molly.
That's true.
Oh, and the flash is coming in.
He wants to go for it right now. Checking close, but getting nothing for it. Commonplace for that bomb plant, and now they're getting wiped out. So it's a beautiful round for Fluxo. Looking to get 14 here, and also doing almost irreparable damage to that EG economy.
This round was a bit strange for EG. They were positioned for a 3-man long defense, and the long attack never came for Fluxo. So EG in those moments, you would want to just insert Breeze into his favorite spot to defend, and then just back everybody off for quick rotations. But they just lingered. They really thought that this was going to be a long play coming out.
As well, 2-for-1 trade favoring EG.
Yeah, and Breeze towards long is already pushed all the way into the tunnel.
Keep going.
Oh, wow. There's just a lot of action in this round. It seems like Fluxo can't really find a great footing in it, and that will enable Breeze to go for this flank. Phelps, last member alive. He's able to get the headshot, but after already being dinked himself, looks like there's no real opportunity in this one for him. And EG, these proactive moves from EG seem to have been their strongest in terms of plays, and now Fluxo, it just kind of, they couldn't control that situation.
And also, well, I think what's really cool about the mid play happening in this round for EG is that they don't throw that smoke that people normally throw, right? So if Fluxo, if they're playing a little bit on autopilot and they think, well, no smoke, no push, right?
Right.
Then they're going to get completely outdueled in that one. They come into lower dark, and they went there really quick. They went from upper to lower really fast with no real hesitation. And that might have been because they just felt like, well, listen, first of all, we were holding middle with an AWP to begin with to try and get that flick shot. And then secondarily, there's no smoke for anyone to even run lower dark, so we're just going to go for it. A little bit too quick.
Yeah, but that spot is afforded to nykytilan, that push, because Cirque just, he had eyes on suicide. He was able to see that nobody was just charging him down there.
13-14, EG. Hard to put away in this game, for sure.
Yeah, they've been resilient. They have really fumbled the bag on a couple of these rounds, but they keep on fighting through it. So it's tough to read where this one's going to go. I can't really say for certain who's been the overall better team. EG are winning a lot of clean ones, and Fluxo seemingly being gifted some.
Yeah. That is what it feels like a little bit. Folks. And down in lower dark towards middle. The rest of Fluxo are hanging out. Deep breath right now for EG. They've given up a lot of rounds. If they give up this one, it's too much heartbreak. Automatic up on the scaffolding. Gonna get that kill, but a running gun. That's nicely done. Lukowski able to take one down. And he's gonna pick up the AK. Keep going. Triple entry. That is magnificent. Oh, and they find Breeze with a deagle as well. Oh, the defense completely crumbles. A running entry from Lukowski as he cleans it up. He's going to get the quad kill at the end, landing himself at 30 at the end of regulation. That's absolutely beastly.
The call was there for EG. They had the three-man stack on B. They had automatic right there on the scaffolding, and yet the site defenders couldn't find anything. It was too easy for Lukowski, the big signing for Fluxo, when they were creating this team, and he gets them to overtime. What a performance. And every shot, just killing them within a split second. I don't know. Breeze couldn't hold the line, and nykytilan, he's trying to find something here.
He's actually so close to getting that kill.
Yeah, he was almost lined it up. Found a little bit of damage, some chip damage, but looking for more. Oh. And look at where automatic is actually. He's all the way in T-spawn right now. He's trapping him in. nykytilan still flirting around these smokes.
So dangerous. There's the lineup, but he can't escape quite. Still a minute on the clock, and in lower dark, Phelps is hanging around. So automatic and Phelps in a kind of a weird standoff. Hard to see how that works out. Hex is also nearby in the middle, but he has to keep an eye on B. Oh, letting one of them pass. Yeah, he's not quite sure how many more are going to be following. That's a problem for the T side. Nice flick down from Cirque. He's really found himself in this game.
Oh.
28 kills, but now he's in a 1 versus 2. And he's not quite sure where they're going. Down the middle, there's a smoke up, but the bomb is still somewhere top mid. Cirque trying to get the jump on over, but Phelps will catch him. Nice triple for Phelps in this round, and Fluxo winning the opening round in overtime.
That is the advantage of long control. You see,
Woody out here, patiently waiting. Almost rewarded for it. In the upper dark, though. If nykytilan keeps that up, he could be here to help out. But they're going to be fast. He might be too late. I like the push from nykytilan. I think it's a really smart move, but Fluxo have so much speed behind them. Automatic trying to find the kill on top, but there's just so many on the other side to return it. Lukowski, he just can't be stopped right now. A double kill for him, and VSM coming in from long to help out, and nykytilan the only one left. Lukowski is an absolute beast in this game.
he has been an animal on the entries. and he is so tough to deal with. He's so tricky with his micro stutters, his little movement. It feels like
Taking
every
down
time.
Lux at the start of the round. EG would love at least one of these rounds in the first half, but the Kelsey is unleashed in the middle again. A double kill before Automatic finally brings him down. But how do you stop? How do you win rounds against someone who just runs into the middle to kit multi-frags every round? It's so disturbing. There's a nice little flank and a lurkout from Breeze. Going to be taking down Woody, and it's back into a 2-on-3. Oh, they might have recovered it. Phelps going down. Automatic with an incredible kill. And now Hexed, he knows it's coming. He calls for the flash. And the timing is godlike for VSM. He's already spotted it, and he's calling in for Woody, saying, yep, you're about to get flanked. Hexed is surely dead. Bomb not planted yet for Cirque. He's not quite sure if Woody is up close. They knew at some point he was down here, but he's just unsure of it. Now he's going to go straight for it. What a clutch this would be for Cirque. If he can win this, real good shot here for EG to bring it back. I don't know if he saw the footsteps. Not quite. Yeah, maybe not. Still looking for it. Both of them are going to be coming up from the catwalk. They have no Molotov to put him out of here, so there is a way that he could do this, but he's not checking for it. Oh, they're going to be walking up. Might be hearing the footsteps now. Ducks down, but they find him immediately. VSM, good round, good double for him. And it's 18 on Fluxo. They're on map point.
That push from VSM was so strong to be able to take down Hex in the 2v2. And it gives Fluxo 2 opportunities to seal it on their pick of DUST2. With everything that they've been through, it feels like they deserve it. It feels like Lukowski deserves it, but
this from Phelps here is wild.
Exactly. This defense right there, I mean, that seems to be his favorite. Maybe a standard A split. It might just be a 3-2. Throw out some utility. That is a great counter Molotov. That's going to take away a window for Hex. He might not have a good shot at getting up, actually. Oh, devastating nade too.
But they're going to try and crunch this out long. This could be a bit awkward for Lux if he is caught in the wrong moment. If they put pressure on long and take away all the attention, if this catwalk part of the attack from Automatic works out, although he is very low on health, so he can't really be the one to initiate it. 50 seconds, and they're still kind of roaming around down on long. Woody, you go too far. Cirque is down there waiting.
Fluxo are trapped right now. They're all stuck on the site, and they want to take something back. You can see that Lux is getting flashed on forward. You can't have an A defense without something to work with in terms of long or cat, and they know that. So he finds that space, and he takes down Automatic. That's one Fang of the Beast gone, but Breeze strikes.
2 kills for him, and they spotted Hexed on that push as well, but they just can't kill him right now. If he just stays alive here, this round should be won, but VSM is able to catch him. Hexed maybe a little bit too animated in this 2 versus 3 now. Previously 2-on-4, Lux and VSM to try and see if they can win the map right here on this retake. Good pre-fire for that one. That could have easily got the kill on Nealon, but instead it goes the other way. It's all VSM now, 1 versus 3. And he's going to go for a quad kill clutch right here. Jump up, but Breeze is there to shut it down. A triple of his own as he lands his 28th kill. And it's 17-18. EG fighting for double OT.
Fluxo were in such a precarious position for so long. But these kills from Breeze, we didn't catch them earlier. We see that Phelps, he was... Yeah, we see Lukowski's equipped it to strengthen that B defense. This looks like it's another fairly standard approach to getting cat control for the side of EG. They are skipping the hinge smoke, but they already have great space towards cat. They could run any of numerous cat hits now. And Fluxo, I think they're confident in taking that fight. They'll let it happen.
Would he play in this position that Phelps was playing earlier, so you have to assume it's going to get checked, even if it's a different player. Oh, they fall back down on the ramp. Now they're doubled up here. Lux with a headshot on Breeze. This is looking good. Woody on the flick. He's going to get one. And Nealon on the return. They need it right now. They need one more. They have to get rid of Phelps here, or there's going to be no entry onto the site, and they will do it. This time, Hex with a bit of revenge, but he's not ready for Lukowski. He is so quick to try and get into to help out. 2-on-2 now. And this one is for the map. Lukowski and Lux up against Cirque and Nealon. And the bomb just now planted. And look at that Molotov on Lukowski. if he's able to guess the right corner here for it, he could force the movement just as his teammate is pushing up long. It's going to go towards Cat instead. Flash to set it up, and look at that. They run through the Molotov. They wanted to catch it. Nealon, that might be a sick move. And Cirque is back here. No more Molotovs. He's waiting. They know it as well. He's almost dead. Lux has to run and find him, and he will. Turns around and has the kit. He's going to be able to get it. 19-17 as Fluxo take it in overtime.
Oh, it was so...